buy it back off of you. I'll put the transmission back.
It's got my black car still. My black car is still.
That Pontiac?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because Jeremy said he's seen it up there, remember?
Come on, motherfuckers. No.
That, not Brian. That Todd Gorman's the one that bought my Mazda.
What was wrong with that? Just do that life.
I bought it for my aunt's girlfriend, and she wouldn't give me another title for it since I lost my title. And then Preston and James busted out the driver's side window. That was it. And power steering. But I had that fixed.
What they busted?
They shot it with a BB gun. I couldn't tell you.
I'd be beating their fucking ass. That was my car.
I said I already left is none of what I sent the converter. I said I'm sorry, I'm done. I know it is there. My cousin came to look at it yesterday and said it was there.
Did you straight up tell that guy you was going to cut the catalytic converter off?
No. That's the main reason he's buying it is for the converter.
Oh, yeah, because they can make some money on that shit.
Hell yeah. He just heart reacted my message where I said I'm done, I don't know. He heart reacted to fix it. That may or may not be the converter. He just keeps loving me.
Yeah, you know why he's loving them? Because how much he's fucking paid for it. The truck's solid as fuck. Why do you think I put that fucking dent in it? That's me. I purposely kicked that bitch to the minute. There's some Bondo on that, but
All I have to do is pop it out. Let him know that we're due to arrive, whatever address you put in, Mary, at 108. At the moment, anyway. Because, we're just getting started.
I want to let the change it later. They start all of them start letters on front.
about something?
Yeah.
Although I understand your frustrations with your dad, but I would leave. I would. I'd leave Peggy out of it and let her find out for herself what your dad is.
Why?
Why do you have to look like the bad guy?
To who?
To her.
I don't give a fuck.
But what I'm saying is, let her find out for herself.
That's the one thing I can say is I don't give a shit about getting the bad guy. Oh, I didn't tell her. Tell her. I just told her if you only knew what I did. That's all I stated.
Because I have to tell you, honestly, I am worried about your dad, Kaden. I know that you're mad at him, but that's not like your dad to say something like that. You know, he never did. He never did go back in for that other brain scan.
You know, I'm at the point, Mom, where it's sad to say, but good for him. I physically nor mentally can sit and watch him kill himself and not give a fuck about what it does to his kids and him. So I just don't give a fuck. You know, at some points in life, you just gotta put up those walls. You know what I mean?
Is it here I'm getting off? Yep.
Huh?
I wasn't sure if that's where I needed to get off at or not. I was kind of talking to myself in that moment.
But that's the truth, Mom, you know? That's the way I see it.
Because let me tell you, there was one time I had a gentleman come in when I was still on the front end. I had this gentleman come in, and he wanted all this money put on fucking Apple cards and shit. Well, you know, people don't necessarily understand how that shit works. There's a lot of federal laws and shit attached to that. It's not a Walmart thing. We're required to abide by them because it's set by the federal law. Well, he wanted all of this money put on cards. Well, I couldn't do it. It was like $5,000. I couldn't do it, you know, because the federal law only allows so much, and something just seemed wrong with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it got to a point where I had to go get my manager to explain to him that we legally were not allowed to do that. Well, later that day, his wife come in, and his wife was in tears, and she was thanking me for not doing it. And seeing, is that a cop behind us? Okay. I mean, it's way back there. I didn't see it, and then there it was, and I was like, oh. That man had recently found out he had a brain tumor. And a scammer had called and told him that they were from the IRS. And he, you know, he wasn't able to process it because of the brain tumor. So he's only hearing, I'm from the IRS, you owe this much money, this is what you have to do to keep from going to prison. You know, this man's not thinking right. So all he's thinking is, fuck, I'm going to prison and I got to pay this money. Not realizing, fucking IRS is not going to call you and tell you to put the money on Apple cards and shit. And prepaid credit. I think about that guy, and I think about your dad, how he's doing, like, your dad has, I'm thinking, Because, Kate, I'm going to tell you what, I really did call your dad up and show him a new one.
Well, did you see the I sent him?
Yes, baby, I did.
Let me ask you this. Did your jaw hang open like his? I know to be a fact his jaw was hanging.
You know, because here's the thing. You are more confrontational than all three of your brothers combined. You do have a lot of animosity towards your dad. To tell you how you should feel, how you should not feel, it's right or it's wrong. Yours. You're entitled to those. Put it all on you. This has nothing to do with me. This has nothing to do with your dad. For you. I really feel like you need to sit down and talk to your dad. All out on the table. All of them. Full neck.
See, here's my thing. I don't feel like I can do that because I've already done that once. And it still does nothing. I've done that my whole life. What's the point?
You didn't trust me. I was married to that man.
I know. I'm just saying, there's no point. There's nothing in it. That's not even me being a bitch or like, oh, well, I have to have something to do it. That's not the case. But there really isn't. There's nothing in there in it for me. He's not going to do what I asked him to do. He's not going to care. So what's the point of opening my mouth? It's just a waste of time, a waste of my breath, a waste of time out of my day that I could be spending on something way better.
Kaden, do you remember when you guys were little when I would tell you the way you need him to or the way you want him to? And that's unfortunate. And for that I am so sorry, and I wish I could find a way to make it better. But maybe that's not good. And and you may see it differently, and that's okay if you do. But like I told you the other day, I used to drive you guys up. I used to come back and get you. I used to pack food. So that way I knew you guys would have food to eat while you were at your dad's. Technically that's not how weekend visits would go. One parent is supposed to pick up, the other parent is supposed to drop off. Each parent provides for the child when they're in their care. But I didn't want to be that mom that was like, sorry you didn't get to know your dad. Because I know what that's like. Because my biological father never wanted to be around. He didn't want me. So he didn't even try to be a part of my life. No, Kaden. My biological father, I am 50 years old. I've seen him twice in my life that I know of. First time I spoke to him, 6.
I thought he passed.
No, not as far as I know of. As far as I know of, he's still alive.